Hello everyone. So I'm here today again with Junie, who, well, first of all, she's my resident soul, and I have to laugh because after I made the last video, as soon as I made it, I actually decided to try that wig out one more time, but this time put on her hat, which she was wearing with her other wig before I took it off for the last video, and it worked. I don't know why. I'm guessing what made it not work before. There's actually, I noticed it when I was trying it on this time, is that the wig is very snug. So it's at her head is like a little bigger, just bigger enough than a, like, say, minifee or what these wigs are usually made for. So because of that, I had to like stretch it just a little bit, not like I didn't go or anything. I stretched it a tiny bit and then I put it over her ears to stretch it out a little more. Plus I wanted it covering, like I wanted it framing her face, and I was like, well, I might as well have it cover her ears. So I did that just very gently, and then I put her hat on over that, and it worked. I love it now. And like it was exactly how I pictured it in my head. Like, it's why I bought this wig. In fact, it was even why I was looking for a wig in the first place, because her new face up is kind of I don't want to say funkier, really. Like, I don't know what word exactly I'm going for, but it is different enough that she didn't look as soft as she did before, or like innocent. I'm not, see, again, don't know which word I was looking for, but anyway, her new face up didn't really fit her wig, this wig, quite as well anymore. Probably with some work, I could have got this really to work again, but it just was not working out for me. And when I saw this wig on Monster Designs, which, by the way, that's where I got it. I hope I mentioned that last video. If I didn't, Monster Designs wig. Um, when I saw this wig, as soon as I saw it, I was like, that's perfect. I actually bought it like right away. I didn't even hesitate. So that's why I was like really upset when he showed up, and I was just like, oh, this isn't gonna work out. But I guess I still have a lot of random things to learn about just random things. Like, I'm still now learning about like eye positioning and stuff like that. So I guess it shouldn't surprise me that I still have a lot to randomly learn about wigs. Like, I was bad at it when I first got into the hobby, and I guess it's just something I continue to be bad at. I'm not really good at like wig styling, really. So like, so I'm glad it worked out. I love it. So yeah. But anyway, this video, I've been thinking about doing this video all day because it's over a couple random things. For starters, I actually wanted to give like a massive apology for the fact that I haven't been commenting on videos really. I think I've only commented on 3 out of the many I have watched. It's because my computer no longer really likes to, not only doesn't like to play YouTube videos, but it also doesn't like to even go past the page where the video is playing. So because of that, I haven't been able to really leave comments on my computer as I usually did in the past. Um, in fact, the real way I've been watching my YouTube videos now is strictly on my Xbox, where I cannot leave comments. I can only view them and give a like if I'm allowed to leave one, which I've been trying to do on everything I watched, but it just depends how the YouTube app is working on Xbox. Don't get me started on how crappy that app is. I should have got a PS3. I am kicking myself for not getting it, especially since um, and not to go on a tangent, but especially since um, my like, I have 2 like favorite games ever, and that is Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy, and like 2 game genre. I'm not sure what to call it. Anyway, they're like my favorite games. um, and I usually have been only getting PlayStation because of Kingdom Hearts games and Final Fantasy games. Well, I noticed that Final Fantasy games were also on Xbox 360, so when I got my Xbox, I was like, well, I might as well, because everyone I know who has a system has that, and I was like, well, I can add them and everything. Not many people I know have PS3, and they have Final Fantasy games, so it should work out. Well, that was dumb. I should have just got a PS3, where apparently the YouTube app works much better and is just much more user friendly. And also, there's going to be a Kingdom Hearts HD remix coming out in September that has, and not to be like super excited about this, but it has the Kingdom Hearts Final Mix on it, which was only released in Japan. It's basically the original Kingdom Hearts, the first Kingdom Hearts game that came out here, but with added stuff in it. Like more story, and there was more enemies and everything, and I'm so excited for that. Like, you don't even know. Plus it has HD versions of 2 other games that I can't remember now, because I just looked this up today, and I actually haven't even played the original of those games, because I only thought there was Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, the Chain of Memories, and the one that came out for the portable PlayStation that I can't remember. So I thought there was only those, but apparently there was more, and they're coming on HD, and so I should have got PS3 so I could play them. And I'm going to have to figure out how to get one, because there is no way I am not playing the final mix of one of my favorite games ever. So yeah, long tangent, sorry. But yes, I have been mostly watching them on there. Sometimes I'm able to get them on my phone, but while I play alright on my phone, it's hard to leave comments on my phone. So it's just basically, comments have not been working out on me, for me. But I've been watching everyone's videos, and I've just been enjoying everything about what I've been watching, and I love the YouTube community like you wouldn't believe. And I'm very glad for your videos, and I'm so happy when I see new uploads. It makes me very happy. So I just wanted to say I've been watching everything, and yeah. And I also have some prompts I need to do on from some videos I watched, and I also want to do the favorites prompt, but I'm waiting until my favorite doll is actually reface upped, and so I haven't done it yet. But yeah, so I have lots to do, and I plan to do that soon. I was going through, like, the reason why I was like kind of on the fence about videos is that I started feeling very self-conscious, and Tumblr really didn't help me out in that area, but I decided, screw that. I love making videos, I love talking about my dolls, and I love the people on YouTube, so screw what other people think, I guess, is what I'm saying here. So that's for starters. All that big rant was for starters. For seconders, I am going to be starting my blog spot, what do I want to call it? Doll plan thingamajig. I'm going to be starting that. And today I started in a notebook that I wish I'd put beside me, because it has actually my dream, what I'm considering my dream doll as of right now, which is a Dalmor Sochian, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I cannot wait to get her. It's a picture of her on the front, and I'm going to keep all my doll plants in there so I can keep them portable, because while I am going to put them on my blogger, I want to make sure I can carry them around with me, add and mark off things as I go. And so I started writing in that, and I realized that there are 2 projects in there that I never actually mentioned in video. So I decided to go ahead and mention those in the video real quick, so when they come up on my blogger, if you follow that, or I'm probably also going to post pictures on Flickr and my Eternity account of the process. So, you know, wherever you want to follow it, if you want to follow it. I wanted to mention these things so you're not like, what is she even, when did I even come up? So a while back, and by a while back, I actually don't mean a while back, because actually I got this as one of my birthday presents to myself. It was really super cheap. It was $15 after they gave me it was like $20 before when I was going to buy it, but then they gave me a $5 off first time buyers coupon through Greenleaf, and so I got this for 15 bucks plus I can't remember what the shipping was, but I believe it was like $7. But it was for a dollhouse. Now, it's very cheap and small. It's called the Buttercup, and it is a dollhouse kit, which I've never done before. But I decided that my tinies needed a place. So I was actually going to figure out like how to make, I was going to make like a diorama, or I was going to get like this room box I found on eBay. But the room box on eBay seemed really small. And while I do still think I want to do like some diorama stuff for my tinies, I wanted them to have a house. And I know it's silly, but at the same time, they are bird characters. They're like fey birds. And so I wanted them to have a bird house. So yeah, it is super small, but I'm hoping it's the right scale. I'm hoping when I put this together, it's the right scale. I went by the 1/12 scale, which is what they're supposed to be. So I'm hoping it works out. It does not come with the shingles. It comes very, very basic. But I am planning to like go all out with this. I'm going to order some shingles separately. I'm going to prime it, and I'm thinking about just doing wallpaper rather than painting, because with wallpaper, well, I would just use like the scrapbook paper. I could make it really unique looking that way. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to go with, but we'll see. This weekend, I'm thinking of trying to do a dry fit of the house. I bought some masking tape, so I'm thinking about trying that out, because it's going to be forever before it will be together, because I just don't have like a lot of time to put into the like first steps of it. Like once it gets really moving, it'll get really together, but I do have to like prime everything, and then I also have to buy more stuff for it, and that might take a second. So that's one, and that's going to be hopefully a smaller project than I'm thinking, but it may be larger than I'm thinking. I'm planning to put that on my blogger. Next up is a new doll, forgot to mention, actually came in. And I feel bad for this, but at the same time, I had tried to record a video for him, but my phone camera, well, was it my phone camera not? Something was just not working out with that video. And I can't remember what. I can't remember if it was my camera not working right, or the fact that it wouldn't upload right. It was one of those, but I've deleted it by now. I was just done with it. So my new boy came in, and I actually did a box opening for him, but it was awful. So hold on, let me get him together here, because I'm still trying to get used to this jointing. It's really, I'm not going to say, well, it's kind of awkward, but it it is workable, but it's just a little awkward. But yes, oh my god. So my Soom dear boy came in, and I had done a box opening for him. The video was awful because I was very lackluster about getting him, because I had just gotten my Decadol boy and I was still focusing on him. So like getting a new doll was kind of, another new doll was kind of overwhelming. I actually was not expecting him till at best July, because I paid him off the same day I paid off my other dolls. But he's a Soom doll, so Soom customarily takes like 2 extra months, I've noticed, at least after you've paid off a doll, to send them out, but it didn't work out with him. I don't know why. I think my reasoning, excuse me, my idea behind why he shipped out so fast, because he shipped out like 3 days after I paid for him, is that they cast them all at once because he is the brown tan, and I'm assuming that he was harder to cast, and it was just easier to do them all at once. I don't think there's a lot of orders for him, so I imagine they probably just did them all at once. I'm not sure, but he is on their nude body, which is very hard to get used to. I feel like he's a little loose, but he's not. When I try to take off his head, which is now far too complicated, because there's some weird banana thing in his head instead of an S hook. So I'm thinking about replacing that, but I don't know why I didn't come with an S hook in the first place. So I'm afraid to take the banana out and replace it, just in case there is a reasoning behind it. But anyway, he's on the new body, and I love the way it's sculpted. I love the joints. I find them really pretty. They are more round, and his body is sculpted very well, and he has nice hips and everything. And I pretty much love everything about him except for like just how hard he was to put together. And he needs a face up like bad. Like for some reason, it's not like he's freaking me out, but he's just lacking something without his base up, which I can't really say for a lot of my dolls. Like it's really weirding me out that he weirds me out blank, because usually dolls that are blank don't freak me out like at all. But like he needs a face up, and I need to reposition his eyes. I kind of just threw them in there. They were free from Soom in their silicone. I kind of just threw them in there, and I don't like how they're positioned. So this weekend I'm taking his head off and giving him a face up and repositioning his eyes, and it'll hopefully match his new wig that I also got from Monster Designs. And I love him in the red wig. He was wearing a blonde one, but I've noticed that a lot of the Tandias are in blonde, so I wanted to try something a little different, and I love the red on him, so I can't wait to get his face up together. I think he'll look really great. I plan to do it after I take pictures of him next to my Sard, because someone wanted to see first of all, the difference between sculpts and the difference between the colors, because my Sard is in tawny and he's in, of course, brown tan, as I said. So they wanted to see the differences there. So I plan to do that for them. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to make the video about, just to show you him. So when I mention him and everything he needs, you're not like, well, why didn't she share that doll? And I also wanted to share the dollhouse, which is going to take a lot of effort to get nice, but I hope it works out and that my tinies look nice in it. I plan to also go a little crafty with the things that go inside of it. I have always wanted to do like make beds and make couches and stuff for my tinies, and I'm thinking about doing that rather than buying them for them. I would follow the My Froggy Stuff tutorials because I just love those tutorials, but I haven't had a real reason to use most of them. But with my tinies, I can use a lot of them, and I'm very happy about that. I'm going to make them so many random things. Like I'm planning to make them like the follow the carton of milk tutorial that she has up, and also there's ones to make pizza and make games, like an actual game board and like the box it goes in. And so I plan to do that for my dollhouse rather than buy a lot of stuff. So I'm hoping that works out. I can't wait to get started on that. So yeah, that is all I can think of at the moment. I will hopefully have my all my projects up on my blogger this weekend. So feel free to follow me there and keep me motivated. So that's all, everyone. Bye.